Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of Off the Board, but I'm combining it today with the CRAFTiQ challenge, and this is the list of items that we had to put on our layout, and that list I will pop it up in the corner of my video so that you can kind of follow along. I know that the list is going to be pretty small depending on what type of screen that you are watching from, but it will be up there for you to revisit. Also, I just showed a sketch, and that is the sketch that I am using as my Pinterest inspiration, and it really did meet the requirement of having a patterned piece of paper that covers 2/3 of your page. So in this case, I'm using this snake print, and I am documenting this snake that Noah is holding. It is one of their pet snakes. They have 3. This one is the female, and her name is Hecate. So that is why it is called Hello Hecate, and or maybe it's Hecate. Anyway, that is why the video is called that. So another thing that I had to add was red somewhere. So I am tucking a little bit of red in. That is probably the thing that threw me off the most because I don't have any red in the photos, and I didn't really I would not have added red if it was not on this list. I probably would have gone with the color of Noah's shirt, which I will be adding that color as well. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I do like the way that it turns out. And that is kind of the idea of this CRAFTiQ thing, is you don't know really what you're going to end up with at the end. If you play along every single day and add things as they are given out daily, it can really make you kind of work for your layout. It's very interesting because you never know what the next day is going to bring. I tend to leave mine and do it all at one time, and that is because I have a very small desk that I work on. You are seeing probably 95% of my desk in the screenshot right there. It is basically 27 inches across, maybe 30 inches across, and not even 2 feet deep. So I don't really have a lot of space to store projects that are in process, especially if they are not glued together. So yeah, so I kind of usually wait, but there are people who play along and do theirs daily. So it's very fun. It's very interesting to go and watch all of the videos. And so there will be links to everybody's videos down below for both Off the Board and for the CRAFTiQ challenge. So check out all of the people playing along, because you're going to get all kinds of different and interesting things in your feed. It's not really your feed, but in those links. So I pulled out this die that punches the tag there, and so I thought that was really cool because I need to add some twine or a doily or lace, and lace and a doily just did not work with this particular layout. I didn't feel like it would be appropriate with I mean, not that it's inappropriate, but I didn't feel like it really lended itself to a layout about a snake. And so I thought the twine would work the best. So I'm going to use some twine in the whole of that tag. I was also supposed to use a, let's see here, a border punch. And so I did use my border punch that punches notebook paper for that bottom layer there. And then I used a die. This die, I didn't really intend to purchase this die. It came in a set with another die that I really like, which is kind of like a notebook paper. It's not really notebook paper. It's like a journaling page that has a tab top on it. And it came with that, and it's from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And this is supposed to be like a macrame wall hanging. And anyway, it made me kind of think of like the snake and, I don't know, Middle Eastern kind of look to it. I'm not sure. But it kind of lended itself to this layout, so I went ahead and used it. It's the first time I've used it, and actually I haven't even used the die that I purchased the set for. So I was really surprised I would be using this one first. So I'm also supposed to include an animal on my layout, and I am calling the photos my animal because she is actually an animal. And then I'm supposed to have at least 2 photos, which is fine. I have 2. That's not a problem. Also supposed to have some gold. I will be adding some gold splatter, but I'm also adding a chipboard piece that has gold writing on it. And so that works out. I'm also supposed to add a house embellishment of some sort. And that was probably the other one that really threw me the most, because I'm not making this layout about a house or anything like that. I don't normally add houses on my layouts unless it's about a house. But I figured, you know what, these were taken at his home, so I'm going to go ahead and add it just tucked under. And I did find in that Jen Hadfield set that I'm working with right there that there is a house. I'm not going to use this blue one that I pulled out, but I'm going to use the wood grain one that you can see in the bottom right hand corner. I did think about using that white one that was fussy cut out of a piece of paper that I have tucked in there, but I think the little wood grain one works better. It's more of the same tones of this particular layout, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So I did find that piece that says hello, and it's a little bit lighter in color than I really wanted, but it does work. It's a lighter shade of that round one off to the bottom right of the photos. And then I had this sticker from Prima that says "Be kind to all." So that brought that teal color up to the top of the photo. I am going to add a teal star down to the bottom. And obviously that round piece is kind of in that same teal, kind of teal turquoise color family, maybe. So the hello is kind of just a lighter shade of that. And then when I add her name, I'm adding it in some thickers, but I will go over it with a turquoise Sharpie pen to bring that color up into the upper left-hand corner where her name is going to be. I had these 3 stars. They were on a pack that were sitting on my desk from Bella Boulevard. And so there were only 2 in this turquoise color, and then there was only 1 in the red. And so I am just working with what I have. And I thought that worked out well if I brought the red one up to the upper left and then leave the other 2 on the lower right. And so I'm pretty happy with the way that this actually all turned out, because it was kind of put together with odds and ends of things. I didn't have a collection, one single collection I was working with, and I'm fairly comfortable working with a mix of collections. I don't have to stick within a collection or anything like that, but this really was kind of piecemeal because there wasn't not really anything from any one collection that was carried across. I've got stuff from Prima, I've got stuff from Jen Hadfield, I've got stuff from, I think those are, I want to say Rosie's Studio. Yeah, it's just a little bit of everything, and some really old paper that looks like a snake. So, hey, it all works. I am pulling in this twine because I don't want the little tag to be the only place that I have twine. I'm going to wrap it around the bottom of that piece of paper 3 times and then tie a knot. And I will secure it with a couple of glue dots, and then, or mini Zots, if you will. It's not glue dot brand, but it's for the same purpose. So these are the Zots bling. So if you want to use them for gemstones or sequins or something like that, they do work. But in this case, I am just using it to adhere the acrylic pieces down and then the corners so that the twine does not slide off of that piece of paper. So one of these, actually only one of these stars had a paper backing on it. The red one did. The other 2, I could not find a paper backing on them. I tried. I even tried sticking the glue and pulling on it to see if it would pull the backing off, and it did not. But on the red one, it did. They're all from the same pack. I don't know what the difference is, but at the end of the day, they're on my page and it works. I did decide to bring a little bit more red into that upper left-hand corner, and I'm super happy with the way that looks. And I have got everything on the layout that I need, just adding that last final touches of the turquoise, and then I will add some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine to bring in the last bits of gold. So while I do that, don't forget to check out everyone else who's playing along in both the CRAFTiQ challenge and in Off the Board. All of the links are down below for your ease of getting there. If you have questions or comments, leave them in my down below as well. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. If you enjoyed this video or if you're enjoying this series, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Now, if you are subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I do appreciate that you took the time to watch my video today. I do recognize there are tons and tons of creators out there for you to choose from, and the fact that you chose my video today just warms my heart, and really I feel blessed and honored. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye bye.